Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Last time we finally went ahead and finished the case of the unbreakable speckled band, the boat case, and kind of weird that the speckled band just turned out to be a cat toy at the end of the day, but not sure you want to call it a case after that, but you know how it is. But we finished that, so now it's time to finally begin the third case, the adventure of the runaway room. Yeah, let's see what it's about. Hopefully, maybe we should be finally stepping foot onto London town, you know.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Jones, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude.
the beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
How'd you tell Wilson this if he was dead during the events of the first case? Timeline inconsistency, am I right? Oh, hey, look at his cool outfit.
Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives.
No, it's Thomas the Tankin Dankin.
This country is incredible.
That is cool. I do like his outfit though. That's pretty cool. Cleese and Palin British tailors. Bryant's Cocoa, the best in London. Poor people.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
Offices to be let.
I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay.
Rosebud. Is that a Citizen Kane reference?
And welcome to the centre of the world.
Idle and Jones.
Mighty capital, London.
Yeah, London, where bands and music and all sorts of things, really. It's a very well-known capital as far as capitals go. I mean, the Clash talked about it in their seminal 1979 album, London Calling. Anyway, 18th of February, 9:21 a.m., the British Supreme Court at the Lord Chief Justice's office. Geez, you got enough fucking titles? Why not Supreme Lord Chief Emperor Justice Guy? You know what I mean? So, you know, give credit where credit is due. The voice acting for these scenes, even if it is relatively short and sparse, it's definitely a step up above fucking Dual Destinies dub. If any of you have ever played that game. I mean, what an incredible place! Yeah, you got books and what do you call those? Really tall candelabras, a suit of armor, fucking what was that? The Emperor Palpatine in his fucking throne. And of course, what is this, like inside of a clock tower? Like, what the fuck? I didn't even fucking voice that line, my bad. This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress. Yeah, that's also a fair comparison. There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. They've only been built in the few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. Yeah, that's coming up again. That second case is kind of like in between things, but I feel like the relations between Great Britain and Japan are going to be like a recurring theme throughout this game, throughout both games, I imagine. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from. It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction material. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most London buildings don't have fucking gears and cranks and such as part of their makeup. Like, again, did they build this in, like, Big Ben? Like, what? I don't know how you would even afford that. But apparently it's part of the Supreme Court. What is this place again? This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain. The Lord Chief Justice. We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know we had arrived from Japan. But Kazuma can't. No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys, to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death. Yes. And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done. So, we'd have to return to Japan. If we want to remain here in Great Britain, I have to take Kazuma's place as a law student selected for the study tour. Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer. Which is what I've been studying for. I'm pretty sure we kind of gathered this from the last episode, but yeah, that's about the long and short of it. Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here. To have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London. I hope I'm up to scratch. Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. Oh, hi there. Jeez. You strike an imposing figure. Oh. Shoot, I wonder what voice I can do for that. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. Seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. Oh, damn, 1 hour and 12 minutes late? That's a little inconsiderate, isn't it, Mr. Lord, Chief, Supreme God Lord, Emperor, King, Master, Justice Man? We're never happier than we were standing around with nothing much to do. How fortunate. So, introductions. I am, how do you pronounce that? Mael? 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 Moral male. I'll have to look that up at some point because I actually don't know how you pronounce that name. I mean, normally if it's like maelstrom, like that word, you say maelstrom. So I guess like male. I am Male Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. Ugh, and I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Come on, Mr. Naruhodo, don't be a mouse, don't be a little pussy. Fucking punch him in the face. Let him know who the big man in campus is. It's like prison. Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan. Please don't hurt me, I'm just a little boy. Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh my lord. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire. Ah, yeah, thank you, man, I appreciate that. Do you think it minds if I look around a bit? I mean, it's a nice place you got here, you know? Look at these menacing metal giants facing each other across the courtroom. Across the room, sorry. I was thinking about the court, as always. I believe they're, yes, they're suits of armor. Oh, right. I thought maybe they were like the lion dogs that we have in Japan, guarding shrine gates. No, not at all. In fact, in Europe, suits of armor like these are always possessed by evil spirits, you know? And they roam around in the middle of the night. Really? Is that nothing you don't know, Miss Sasato? This book tells me everything I need to know about everything. If you're ever unsure, just ask. Jeez, what kind of book? Yeah, it always looks like you're just reading the same one book. Like, what? I didn't even see a title on that. Like, what is it? Like an encyclopedia? Is it like a dictionary? I don't know, man. It just kind of seems like you have the one book that tells you about everything that you ever need to know. So that's interesting. Where did she get that? Where did she get that incredible tome? She probably got it as like a, you know, an enchanted item from a D&D campaign. You know how it is. Is this some kind of clock? Actually, I think we might be inside some sort of giant clock. Those gears are larger than anything you'd find on a steam locomotive, even. I guess they didn't call things trains back in the day. It's eerie. Do you think clocks are some sort of hobby of his? The Lord Chief Justice, I mean. Well, you know, boys do enjoy fiddling around with machines, don't they? I'm not sure you could fiddle with cogs that size, and I'm certain you couldn't call him a boy. Yeah, I see how old he is. 52, huh? Well, geez, you look pretty good for your age. Also, where'd my university pin go? I guess I don't need it anymore since I'm going to be a lawyer, but, you know. Still, it's amazing how little noise the cogs make, considering how large they are. There's actually something quite soothing about their precise rhythm. I mean, I guess, if that's your thing. Just look at all the naughty books packed together on these shelves. They need a good spanking, you know? They go from floor to ceiling. And they're all books that you couldn't hope to come by in Japan. It's like a dream. Yeah, a very bad dream. They're not all about British law either. There are books about the judicial systems of other Western nations. France, Germany, Spain, Holland. What about Russia? Why do you ask, pal? I was wondering about asking the Lord Chief Justice how you say wardrobe in Russian. What do you think? I think, perhaps, it's a thought best abandoned. You dumb fuck. Bum 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 bum. His theme is also rather imposing. This must be the Lord Chief Justice's desk. I believe it's made of marble. It looks more like an over-the-top tombstone that's toppled over to me. I think that's your fanciful imagination at work again, Mr. Naruhodo. It feels like everything that's normally made of wood and paper at home is made of bricks and stone here. I know. That's why this place feels so overbearing, I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's everything in here. Yeah. Okay. Let's chat with him. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city. I'm just a little boy. It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh? We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words. I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearheaded... We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded. Is that a threat? Oh yes, astounded is a word. Thanks for saving me there, Cesaro-san. And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor. Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Nice cane you got there, pal. Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris World Fair look like a toy shop. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be. Oh. Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world. Yeah, I mean, for this period of time, that was a fair statement in the Western world. Even if you do say so yourself. I like the little zoom out it does whenever he does his big pose. The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. Well, don't sound too proud of yourself there, pal. Lord Chief Justice, my homie, my good G, as it were. I think you were expecting a student of law for the study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived. My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thanks. Thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news. Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person. They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed. If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart. What do you have to say, madam? It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal. Oh, hey, don't look at me, pal. Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo? This is it then. The moment of truth. Yeah. Let's talk about that. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead, but without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done. Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country, and that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I have been led to understand. Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man. You seem to have that problem a lot, Naruhodo-san. Mr. Naruhodo! I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there's someone else here from Japan, who could be described as a lawyer, it's, Mrs. Otto, help me out. It can probably only be, yes, Mrs. Otto. An unusual introduction, but I presume you mean this charming lady beside you. You're a lawyer, are you? That look she's giving me, after all the days of hard work she put in to help me study, I can't let her down now. I think that's quite enough joking, don't you, Lord Strongheart? My real answer is, it's me. It's me, guy. I can do it. Yeah, I probably shouldn't put Susato on the spot like that. Is that so? I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but... No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer. I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused, but glossing over the details... I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain, studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Bureau. The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training. I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Osagi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do. I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for, pal. Please! 31 seconds. Sorry. Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer. Oh, thanks. So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment. Huh? But let me ask you one thing first, sir. Yes? You say you intend to do everything Mr. Osagi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path? Geez, why are you looking at me like that's a fucking threat? Well, yeah, pretty much. That's my intention. I see. Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there, all of a sudden? Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you. Really? Awesome. What form will the test take exactly? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be? Well, defending people, of course. Well said. So, let's have you defend someone. Huh? Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this would be welcome news. Today? Straight away? If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you will have passed my test. What could be simpler? How am I getting myself into these godforsaken situations? Well, can I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart? Yes, good question. Ah, I remember. It's a murder trial. Yeah, because of course it is. I wasn't expecting it to be like a civil trial. A murder? An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. That's easy to say, but I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment. Oh. Okay, well hey, at least you guys are open about it. Fucking, in Japanifornia, they're pretty inconsistent about that, but you just fucking bring it up straight away. Capital punishment? He'll be put to death. Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, you read that much in your short, sea-based introduction to British law. We can't possibly agree to such a test. We will be toying with a man's life. I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable. But you can't do that, can you? There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose. So the defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in court? I mean, bro, you defended yourself, and your situation was probably like a live or die situation, right? So, I mean, what's doing that with another person's life, you know what I mean? If I lose, he'll be hanged. Do they not have the capital punishment or death penalty in Japan at this point in time? I don't know. Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove that you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen. He's testing my resolve. Huh. What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be? What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? Hey, bruh, yeah, man. Fuck him up. Let's fuck some shit up, y'all. Alright then. Oh. Okay. I can't do it. I can't get the words out. 15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it? Sorry. You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over. Oh. I guess it's game over. Yes, Lord Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance. Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, Mrs. Otto, but what could I do? It's alright. I understand. You do? It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it. Oh, what are you trying to say, madam? I think what Miss Sato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially, it would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. Please don't beat me up. I'm a boy. I'm just a little guy, you know? Do you really want to beat up a little dude? A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Oh, okay. Wait, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, was there something else? It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time. But I just said that. I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him. What? At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down. But that's awful! But that is the truth. What? Why does it have to be like this? Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. I'm really his only hope? So, what do you say now, madam? Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart? You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve. Oh, our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves. He's gone. The Old Bailey. If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once. You wanna chat first? Mrs. Otto, can I just ask you something? Careful. From this position, I can perform a Cesaro takedown in an instant. I know. Mr. Naruhodo, you heard Lord Strongheart. The trial starts imminently. If I need to throw you, I will. You know, you could just say, I think we should hurry to the courtroom. If you need to ask me anything, it had better wait until we're at the Old Bailey. Okay, fine, Jesus. You want to see this armband, though? Okay. Okay, fine. Let me make like Lord Strongheart and check my time. You know, this seems like it might be as good a place to stop as any. I know I was kind of taking my time with examining everything and talking to everyone, saying it. You know, I don't want to rush these things, you know. But at the same time, like, if I go to the Old Bailey now, and well, I don't think I'd be able to do that much before having to end the episode anyway. So it might be good to stop for right now and you know, re-examine or you know, wait until next episode to properly begin. So far though, things are already looking pretty high stakesy and intense. This homie has literally no one on his side. It's just like Phoenix, you know, how you know, he's all about the little guy and sticking up for the people who don't have anyone on their side. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. Though in this case, we were kind of manipulated into doing this. It's not like we would have chosen this of our own volition, you know. Also, that Lord Chief Justice guy, he's a little bit, he's got a little bit of an intimidating aura about him. Plus, his theme was also pretty imposing. And I'm not sure. Some of the stuff he said, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I don't know. I get the feel. I mean, I doubt he's gonna be like a one-time character, you know, just judging by his importance, or you know, his title and whatnot. Anyway, until next time, we will then explore and start the trial proper.